What's the deal, everybody? And tell me how you doing. I hope you're well. I hope you're well. I hope you're well. I hope you're well. I'm just trying to give some people some time to join. Hold on. Why is this thing trying to give me the blues? Thank you. All right and okay. So shut up. Hi. Hello, hello, hello. Let me let the VIP Teahive know that I'm live. Let me let you know if I never let you know before this I go. If I never let you know. Ooh, they up in there talking about shaman. They up in the VIP Teahive. I'm live, you guys. Talking about shaman. All right. Thank goodness that today went like it went. I'm happy about this. I am grateful to God that we finally got what we felt like we were seeking. And hopefully this makes this echoes through our police community and let them know you ain't exempted it from this here. You heard me? All right, let's get started. Juice kisses me on the cheek as he rushes out the room. I'm not far behind him though. I only have time to kiss my twin girls, grab a piece of toast and a few eggs before I yell goodbye to my mother-in-law, Maria. Dragging my suitcase with my work items in it, I jump into Juice's white Range Rover sports truck and head to my shop.
Now, can you come up here right quick?
Sophisticated faces to pick up Dior. I head to my shop, Sophisticated Faces, to pick up Dior and Kamisha before I head to a secluded location for this video shoot. When I pull up to Sophisticated Faces, I see Dior Ray waiting outside on the steps. She has her own keys. Not sure why she's sitting outside. Maybe she was enjoying the breeze. It is a beautiful sight to see, though. The way the early morning sun is shining down on her as she sits is amazing. Dior always looks so pretty. Seems like since she had her son, DeAndre, she seems to glow, even though Charles is not around and serving damn near a life sentence for home invasion. Dior keeps her head up and is doing a phenomenal job at being my best friend, a business partner, and a mother all in one. Dior opens the truck door with a smile. Girl, I'm surprised I beat you here. I had to drop Dion off and fight through traffic. But anyway, are you ready for today? Dior's question make me feel nervous because I haven't been completely honest with her lately. Yeah, girl, let's get this money. Today's shoe pays around 10 grand. That's gonna be an easy split between us. Okay, guys. So, hi. So I'm reading to an audience. So you might want to, close the door and just to let you know. Dior's questions make me feel nervous because I haven't been completely honest with her lately. Yeah, girl, let's get this money. Today's shoot pays 10 grand. That's going to be an easy split between us. Speaking of us, where the hell is Kamisha? I asked Dior. I don't know, T. I know she will be here, or maybe she'll be meeting us at the house. Rolling my eyes because Kamisha is always fashionably late, I respond to Dior. I can just call her and see because we have to be there at 10 and it's already 9:15 a.m. It's about to be an hour drive from here plus traffic. I text Kamisha the address to the video shoot and I let her know that we will meet her there. Kamisha immediately responds with a simple, okay, she will be there. I turn on my GPS navigational system and head towards the affluent neighborhood of Tuxedo Park. After a lengthy 60-minute ride to this prestigious area, we finally arrive. Oh no, my phone dying. Oh, okay, thank God. Woo. This house is dope. This reminds me of the house my mother, Chrissy, used to take me and my brother, Terrence Jr. to when we were children. This is definitely a neighborhood for the rich and famous. I secretly wonder how an up-and-coming rapper could afford such a luxurious lifestyle. The brick-paved circle driveway is filled with Bentley coupes, Porsches, Benzes, and my favorite, an orange and black Hellcat Dodge Charger sitting on 26-inch Forgiato rims. I buzz the gate. Out the side of my eye, I can see the camera moving from side to side, scanning my truck and the area to make sure there isn't anyone following me that could possibly cause trouble. I slurred, deep voice. A slurred, deep voice Yeah. A slurred, deep voice comes through the intercom. Who that? Who that? Dior raises an eyebrow, then giggles. These niggas might be rich, but they can't hide the hood in them. I slap her leg, hoping the person behind the intercom didn't hear her crazy ass comment. It's Tori. I'm here with my coworker Dior, and the woman pulling up behind me is Kamisha. She's also here to work. You are having a video shoot today, right? I hear the person on the other side of the intercom take a deep breath and blow out what I assume is smoke before he answers me. Sorry, you guys, video a mess. So my power was just off, so we can fix my AC. If you follow me on Talks, my personal vlog channel, then you'll know what's going on. Other than that, sorry, I had to get my AC fixed. Is it done though? It feels like I feel coolness. Okay. Who that? Oh, I already said that. I hope you didn't hear her crazy comments. You are having a video shoot today, right? I hear the person on the other side of the intercom take a deep breath and blow out what I assume is smoke before he answers me. All right, hold on, shorty. There is a loud buzz and the cast iron gate opens slowly. Pulling in, I see Dior's face lighting up with amazement. This home was immaculate. It was sophisticated, yet ran by a thugged out rapper. I looked around for a few moments and then I spot him standing on the balcony of what must be a bedroom or guest room over a garage. Royale was bopping his head to the beat of his own song that is blaring throughout the house. What a narcissistic asshole, I think to myself. Y'all get out of that truck and come on over in here shouting. I hear another voice say, looking towards the doorway, I see another rapper. I forgot his name since I'm not into the whole rap thing, but I am always willing to get this money. It's time for us to put in some work. Where the ladies that we will be styling where the ladies will be styling today? I questioned the young man as Dior, Kamisha, and myself walked towards the door with our suitcases in tow. Without a reply to my question, Dior felt the need to break the awkward silence. Hello, I'm Dior, and you could just show us the way. I see my blushing bestie extend her hand out to greet this handsome young man. What you up to, baby girl? I'm sorry, what up, baby girl? I'm Gino. This is my partner, Tiger. And over there, that's the big homie, Royale. Y'all might know him as Egyptian. Gino licks his lips and smiles at Dior. Let me know where you gonna be working at and shit. Dior winks her eyes at Kamisha, and I don't say anything. I just giggle because she's still a sucker for a light-skinned nigga with dreads and a mouthful of golds. I step back so Dior can follow this swagged out fella. I tap Dior on her shoulder and give her a thumbs up. Gino was definitely cute, but not my type. I needed my chocolate fix, and he was anything but. I would describe Gino as having a medium light skin, light complexion, short with a muscular build, a pimp walk so mean that I admired how he was striding through his house so gracefully. Speaking of house, I'm in love. The hardwood floors and all white and silver decor in this first open living room is to die for. The spiral staircase is sparkling because it is covered with Swarovski crystals. Feels like we're taking a tour of a house that could be featured on MTV's Cribs back in the day. As we walk into our working area, I nod my head with approval as I am continuously being impressed. We're taken to an open deck area near the pool, which has its own free-flowing blue diamond-shaped fountain. Which has its own blue diamond-shaped fountain which flows onto the sparkling tile floor that leads back to the pool. I see about 15 to 20 girls waiting on us. I know styling them won't take long. It's keeping them pretty after the heat, sweat, and pool water that's going to be a job. God has blessed our hands and we make it do what it do. Without saying a word to each other, all three of us immediately get to work. We are used to video shoots and always breeze right through them. After about an hour and a half later, all 15, 20 girls were styled with their faces and hair on fleek. Wanting to get time off my feet for a moment, I sit back and watch the girls splash and play in the pool as the cameraman rolls in and starts shooting. As entertaining as it is to watch all these titties and asses jump around, I just can't keep my eyes off of Royale. His long, thick Osama bin Laden beard, his low-cut fade with his wavy jet black hair, and I won't even mention that water dripping off of his perfectly sculptured body, turns me the fuck on. I bite down on my bottom lip as he drinks straight out of the Patron bottle and spits out his rhymes. Royale was not like any nigga I ever seen before. He was like a god you see in a Greek mythology movie. The pharaoh's head that's tattooed on his stomach seemed to be staring at me, tempting me, telling me how I should worship every inch of his body. The blue diamond tattooed on his neck made me want to run my tongue all up and down his throat. Underneath the diamond were the words, riches equal royalty equal respect. I find myself starting to feel flushed, crossing my legs to control the tingling feeling I'm getting right now. I try to pull myself together. Fuck, I'm tripping because I can't even think straight right now. I guess you could say I was a real fan of this fine-ass foreign man. Trying not to make things so obvious, I excused myself from the working area, back through the living room, and back to the truck for a moment. I needed time to breathe, to focus. I was starting to lose myself. I was slipping. I had it bad. I didn't think for one moment I had learned my lesson this year. I had a perfectly good excuse for my wandering eyes. My iPhone buzzes in my hand and breaks my concentration. It was Juice FaceTiming me. Hello, I say nervously. It felt like Juice was watching me and saw that I had just totally eye-fucked Royale. Hey, baby, what's up? Smiling and looking around, I answered, everything good, Juice? How your day going? Man, shit, all good on my end. In fact, I'll be home early tonight, and I have a surprise for you when I get off. Tori, make sure you put on one of them dresses that make a nigga want to rip that bitch off you. The thought of Juice ripping off a skin-tight dress and making love to me was just the type of thoughts I needed right about now. All right, I'll make sure I'm dressed and waiting for you when you get home tonight. I can't wait to see you. I blow him a kiss before I hang up the phone and lean in against the rain. I didn't have a clue how I was going to get through this day. Figuring it was too much to go back inside. I waited patiently in the truck with the AC blowing and my Erykah Baduism CD flowing. Seems like about an hour or so later, Dior texts me that it's done. I gather my composure and head back inside. I needed to get my coins and leave because I knew the longer I stayed around, the most likely things were going to get weird and obvious. Where you been, Tori? Kimisha questioned me. Outside on the phone with my husband. Duh, I replied. Before she can come back with something slick to say, Royale walks in. Just his presence demanded all of our attention. His bronze-colored skin is still wet from the pool. I could see every speckle of water dripping off of his body. So caught up in my thoughts, I didn't notice him walking up on me. He looked around at all three of us before speaking. Thank you, beautiful ladies, for coming out. Here's your cut. The way he talks is amazing because I have to listen really hard to understand him. The way he insinuates his words reminds me of Little Scrappy's well-known Southern twang. Here's your kiss, Naive. Royale hands me a stack of money and a piece of semi-wet paper is attached to the top of it. Feeling a bit curious, I look at it for the first time today. I looked at him for the first time directly into his hazel-colored eyes. They are hypnotic. It's like when he was created, God was showing out and ensuring he would become someone special. Beads of sweat start to form on my forehead and my cheeks begin to feel hot as he grabs my hand for a moment, then walks off. I scan the room, and I'm glad Kimisha busy packing up her things. Dior is packing her things and talking to Gino. A pretty blonde, scandalously dressed maid had come in to clean up after us. Everybody is busy and not even thinking about Tori. Taking this opportunity to open a note, be with me tonight. I stretched my eyes, then immediately closed it. Is he fucking crazy? I knew Royale has lost his mind. I stopped and thought about it for a moment and told myself I was being just as crazy as this nigga right now. I started to get frustrated with my irrational thoughts. I know it's time to go. Let's roll, ladies, I say as I finished counting my money, and of course the job was for 10 grand and evenly we should be splitting it. Dior and Kimisha probably got their 3,500. My final count was 5,500 for a petty 4 hours. And I only did physical work for about 2 of those hours. I take it, but I know why I had gotten an extra 2,000. Royale offered to take me to the Turk Islands. He said a woman as beautiful as me belonged on an exotic beach. Of course, I declined his offer, but he said he would just pay for me to go. He thinks it's an experience that every woman should have. Blushing at the thought that he considered paying for a trip out of the country that didn't matter right now because I was totally focused on my pending date tonight with Juice. My date night with Juice. I can't lie, it was a trip I might have reconsidered in the future. I daydreamed all the way back about what it would be like just to fuck Royale on the beach with white sand and beautiful blue waters. I am so relieved to be home. It's 7:30 and Saturday evening. I have enough time to play with my daughters. They running rampant, but I love it. Kennedy looks so much like my mother the older she gets, and Trinity is the splitting image of Juice, but has my sassy attitude. She's definitely a mini Tory Lee. Trinity's favorite line is "Get your life." She snaps her fingers and rolls her head in the same manner as me. Kennedy always replies, "Girl, please," and walks away. She was so chill, like Juice. It's weird to watch the child versions of us. Juice walks in the door around 8:45. The girls jump off the sofa from with me and greet him with hugs and kisses. "Daddy, Daddy is home." They both giggle and run around as he gets further in the house. Kissing them and hugging them, Juice walks over to me and hands me a bouquet of rainbow-colored roses. How thoughtful of him. I had never seen roses colored like this, and silently wondered where he got them from and why. After kissing me on the forehead, Juice sits down next to me with the twins in his lap. "Where is Maria? I need her to keep the girls so we could go out tonight." "Oh, your mom is downstairs in her bathroom. I already told her we was going out. So she took a break. I mean, she is always here with them, Juice. I can put them to sleep and then get dressed. I won't bother Maria until it's time for us to go. Is that cool?" Juice nods his head and helps me take the girls upstairs to their luxurious bedroom. These girls got it made, just like Terrence and I did when we was growing up. I was always taught you could never have enough of a good thing. Kennedy is the first to fall asleep. As soon as you lay her down, she snuggles. "Come in." Snuggles with her Princess Jasmine plush doll until she gets in a peaceful slumber. It's so typical for Trinity to fight sleep until the end. She kicks and squirms a little. She pushes all of her dolls off the bed before finally settling down and falling asleep. After a few minutes go by, I can tell the twins are in a deep sleep. I text Juice's mother to let her know we will be leaving shortly and that she doesn't have to rush back upstairs. She quickly responds and lets me know she'll be up here in the girls' room in a few minutes. Juice and I both quietly leave the room and go next door to ours to start getting ready. I remembered what Juice said earlier, put on something that'll make him want to rip it off when we get back, or maybe before. After showering together to save time, I wrap the towel around me and head to my own mini mall. Stepping into my personal walk-in closet, I examine my pieces. Everything I own is expensive and sexy, but simplicity and creativity are the sexiest things to me, so I go for a simple black bodycon dress by Nuki Boulevard, grab my lavender black ombre clutch and lily purple heels that match my hair perfectly. Spraying on my favorite perfume, White by Michael Kors, then throwing on a little foundation to cover up the scars over my eyebrows and some nude lipstick. I'm ready to hit the town with my man. Once I clean up my personalized vanity with my name spelled all over the mirror and look myself over once more, I step out of my closet. Juice is sitting on the edge of the bed staring at me, and I'm staring back at him. He has on a white Dolce & Gabbana shirt with matching D&G jeans and a pair of marble high-top Balenciagas that I bought him for his birthday. He smells delicious because he's wearing Michael Kors Modern Man cologne. We simultaneously smile at each other while fighting the urge to rip each other's clothes off as he gets off the edge of the bed to greet me with open arms and a kiss. Juice takes his hand and grabs a handful of my soft, juicy ass and squeezes it while we head out the door. I'm ready to hit the Atlanta scene, and we gonna go to my favorite nightclub, Club Mansion. Yeah, it gets a little played out, but the DJ is always spinning my favorite tunes, so I can never get enough of that place. Feeling turned up just a little bit as I start the pregame show. As soon as we get into the track. Nope, you got it. Handle your business. Handle your business. I pop my pills without Juice noticing and sip on the first cup of Patron and Red Bull. I don't want to be drunk before we go out, but I would like to be feeling good. Juice is busy concentrating on the road, and I'm over in the passenger seat as usual, getting into party mode. I needed Juice to match my swag right now, so I turn up to DJ Khaled's No New Friends and let the bass rip through the seats. Winding my hips and bobbing my head, I start to finally hype Juice up a little as Lil Wayne's verse come on. I lean over and throw my hands up in Juice's face, taking my finger and forming a W. All right, thank you so much. As Juice gets crunk and raps me with, "Bitch, we good fellas. Boy, all them niggas with you, they all pallbearers. And if we ball catchers, remember, sip slow, live fast, young money's Stay young, I've been Cash Money since day one. Tunchi! He jams hard as if he was Drake himself as he sings the chorus with me. Before I knew, we was pulling up to Club Mansion and it's packed. Line around the corner and nowhere close to the park, or so it seems, until Juice spots a homie of his that's waving us towards him. It's a parking spot that had a cone in it. It must have been reserved for us. Stepping out of the truck, I adjust my dress and look myself over in the reflection of the passenger window before I'm joined by Juice, who extends his arm out to me, and we walk inside the club straight to the VIP section as usual. Although we had planned on coming here tonight with just each other, I happened to spot my twin brother Terrence and what looks like is going to be a steady girlfriend now, Kimisha. I actually like them as a couple. They both looked phenomenal. I motioned my hand for them to come join us in VIP since it's early and still practically empty for now. I grabbed Kimisha's hand and we danced and bop our shoulders together to Future's Same Damn Time. I'm definitely starting to feel this second cup of Patron, not to mention I hit Juice's blunt a few times. I glanced over at Juice and my brother and they chilling on the cream leather couch in VIP. Juice licks his lips every time I glance over at him. Blushing, I smile at him and wave. He know what time it is as soon as we get back in the range. The club is beginning to let most of the people that were standing in the line into the club. It's starting to get hot and crowded, but I love this shit. Well, I did until I see a line of people coming towards this area. Bottles of Patron with sparkles and shit are headed our way. I squint my eyes trying to see who the fuck was coming in this direction that was causing such a stir. I mean, in the city of Atlanta, you never know who's gonna show up, who is showing up at the club. Then I spot the culprit. Out of all people in the world, it's Royale and his entourage. Of all the nights to come to Mansion, I had to end up in VIP with him. It's okay, Tori, I tell myself. It's really not that big of a deal. I watch nervously as Juice stands up and greets Royale, Gino, Tiger, and a shitload of other niggas and bougie bitches I don't know or care about. All I can think about is Juice and Royale chopping it up right in front of me. What if Royale mentions me? I fucking him earlier today. Juice does just what I don't want him to do. He motions for me to come over as he continues his conversation with Royale. The homie was just telling me how you and Kimisha and Dior did good at the video shoot. You did a good job at the video shoot. Said your hands blessed, baby, because you made all them ugly ass chicks look like goddesses. Juice laughs and I stare, giving a simple thank you. I can't stand Royale's ignorant ass, and I promise I need my space right now. I excuse myself from the now overly crowded VIP area. Juice, I'm about to go to the restroom and then walk around a little bit. Juice nods and slaps me on the ass as I exit. Thinking as I walk down the wooden stairs, I have a decision to make. Choices that could possibly permanently fuck up my marriage. The woman's restroom is surprisingly empty. Nobody's in here but me and the bathroom attendant, and quite frankly, neither one of us show any interest in holding conversation with each other based on the funky looks she's given me. I hate when women prejudge me because of my light skin, tiny waistline, big booty, full lips. People assume that I'm stuck up, and I always gave them what they wanted. Staring back at the attendant while I wash my hands, I roll my eyes at her, then give myself a nice look over. I reapply my lipstick and powder my face with my head held high in the air just to piss off the bathroom lady. I open the door to exit, and suddenly I feel my right arm jerk to the left. It's so hard I almost lose my balance. Instinctively, I cock my hand back and prepare to let whoever it is get these hands until I'm pushed up against the wall and kissed passionately, shoving back just a bit. What in the fuck do you think you're doing? I said as I gather my composure. Royale looks at me a few moments, smiling to reveal what seemed like all 32 of his teeth covered in shiny gold, rubbing his beard, making sure to show off that pinky nail that is extraordinarily long. A nigga asked you to be with me, and I ain't getting no response. No call or nothing, shut Naive's knee. No text, no tis naive or nothing. Then I come in here to celebrate my album release, Naive, and the first big video, I see you in here looking all good and shit, but you ain't with me though. His accent was driving me crazy. It was heavy like Middle Eastern, but also ghetto and hood. Not wanting to give in, I attempt to ignore him and keep walking. It was no use. Royale is so aggressive, he has pushed me even further into a dark corner. The dark corner. I can barely see the entrance to the bathroom where we were once standing. I think we damn near in the stock room or someplace I don't want to be right now. Hey man, you tripping. You see my husband, my brother, and his girlfriend, they are all in here right now. Royal grabs my chin and gives me another kiss. Stop playing with me, Tori. I'll see you around. I got moves to make up in here. I was so relieved that no one had come by that I know and witnessed our little lovers quarrel. Wiping the wet ring from around my lips and walking past him like we never met, I started walking back in the direction of the main entrance floor. Hey, Royale calls out, turning around to see what the hell he wants. Royale walks up on me and holds my hand up in the air. You a hard-headed motherfucker. You hard-headed motherfucker, Royale says as he knocks the cup of Patron out of my hand, spilling it onto my dress and shoes. I'm pissed right now. What the hell? Royal gives me a stare with a stern demeanor. Stop fucking with me, Tori. You stay with the fucking bullshit. I know that ain't water. I don't know what you drinking, and I told you I take care of what's mine. You ain't gotta get rid of it. I go hard for what's mine, you know that. You want to be worried about that nigga and his feelings, but you ain't say that when I had your legs in the air. As I remember, you was moaning. Fuck that nigga. I stop and stand still for a moment. My legs starting to get weak. Swallowing the lump in my throat, I count to 10 while taking a deep breath before I ignore him and continue to walk off. He has some nerve throwing my infidelities in my face. If he thinks I'm keeping this... Whoa, what in the hell? I stop and stand still for... If he thinks I'm keeping this baby, he got a bigger fool. He got to be a bigger fool than I ever thought he was. I didn't want to think about my secret life right now. About the night I decided to go out by myself and met this young, foolish nigga about 6 months ago. I was drunk, feeling lonely, and he was looking good. If I could take it all back right now, I would. The unfaithful moment that set everything into motion. Taking another deep breath, I step from out the shadows of the hallway and continue on with my night. I'm going to enjoy my evening and focus on my husband. I take my time and walk around the club just to see who is in here tonight. Trying my best to forget my little run-in. I stop on the dance floor because I hear my shit. Juicy J's show is banging. Juicy Jane's show out is banging throughout the speakers. This motherfucker pregnant. But oh Lord. Feeling the music, I start to groove and move. I put my hands behind my head. Wait a minute. 6 months ago. Oh, Lord. Tori Lee. Oh, Lord. I turn up. Which part I'm on? Feeling the music, I start to groove and move. I put my hands behind my head and drop it just a little. My pills and potions have finally kicked in, and at the right time, I turn up just as I hear Young Jeezy's voice. Starting to get crunk, I feel a hand on my hip. I turn around and thankfully it's Juice. I grin and continue to grind on him to the beat. We're facing the VIP area. I look up and see Royale bopping his head and running his fingers through his beard, but never taking his eyes off me. I stare back for just a few moments, but not wanting to be exposed, I turn around and face Juice while turning him in the other direction. Wrapping my arms around him while we grind to a few more songs. Before I take the chance to look back, Royale is busy with groupies and it's perfect. We can go chill without me feeling so uncomfortable. Hold up. Tori Lee. Yo ass then got pregnant. Okay, I got 2 more minutes. Let me read as much as I can. OMG, I'm about to be off work, y'all. Hold up. I am ZZ. The rest of my night is spent on the couch trying to tame the butterflies in my stomach. There's a baby growing inside of me, and if I don't get an abortion soon, it'll be too late. I'll start to show any day now, and for the next 6 months, I'll have to wonder whose baby I'm really carrying, and that's just simply not an option for me. Juice starts to squeeze my thigh and whispers in my ear. He is hot and ready to leave the club. I couldn't be happier. I couldn't be happier. I was tired of this hostile situation going on with me. I was so close to losing it. Watching these 2 men interact with each other was torture. I let Kim and Terrence know we was out of there, and I promised to call Terrence tomorrow before heading out the door to get some cool night air. Thank you for the night out. It's been months since we hung out together. I had a good time, I say with my arms wrapped around him as we walk to the truck. Tori, it's just 1:30 a.m. The kid's safe at home. We ain't got to rush back. Let's see what kind of trouble we can get into before we go home. Raising an eyebrow, I look over at Juice. We all know I can find ways to get in trouble. What you got in mind? I say as I lean over and lick the outside of Juice's ear. He adjusts his semi-hard manhood and looks around for a second before pulling off. As we ride down I-95, I let the seat back and open my legs, revealing my freshly waxed kitty box. Juice rubs his fingers all around, admiring the smoothness. Damn, baby, I could just eat this pussy all night. Just hold it. Just hold tight. I got something for your ass. Juice has his fingers so deep off in my pussy, I come a few times. Between me busting a nut all over these leather seats and the Patron and the weed, I must have dozed off for a few, because when I wake up, I see that we're pulling up to a building that's decorated with bright red XXX letters. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. Whoa, Tori! Tony Michelle, Tony motherfucker Michelle. Oh my gosh, this book. Oh my gosh, what are you guys thinking about this book so far? This book has proved to be lit. I know not a lot of people are getting the notifications. That's because I'm putting out so many videos and going live. But I'm going to be sharing this video with my community tab, so it'll pick up in views. And guys, please make sure you share as well. I appreciate you guys joining me for this live. I fuck with y'all. All right, holla back at your girl. Peace.